before the first English settlement in New Jersey was established. The Dutch had located plantations in Hudson County. This land was controlled by wealthy Dutch patroons. A group of English planters from Long Island tried to obtain a grant in New Jersey from the Dutch at New Amsterdam in the year 1633. But the Dutch demands were too high, and no agreement could be made. 1664. During the Dutch settlement of the New York area, the English poured into the New England section. Conflicts over boundaries led to the English capture of all Dutch-controlled land. Under the New English rule, the Long Island planters obtained a grant from Governor Nichols of New York. On Staten Island, the purchase was made from the Sagamore chief Matano for articles valued at £365. The date was October 28, 1664. White area on the map of Jersey shows the purchase. 400 square miles north from Newark to Amboy in the south, from the Arthur Kill into the Watchung Mountains. The path that led to the Elizabethtown Tract, now Union County, and eventually the colonization of all of New Jersey occurred with the English taking New Amsterdam from the Dutch in 1664. This was presented in Thorn's work, but the details and some information of note, the truth about colonial Linden, will share briefly. Stay tuned after this history extra for page 6 of Frank Thorn's Illustrated History of Union County. In 1664, although the two nations were at peace, King Charles II of England bequeathed New Amsterdam and the surrounding lands to his brother, the Duke of York. One problem: the English king did not own, ever hold, nor have any legitimate claim to the Dutch colony. Well, at least not yet. A few months later, 4 British warships and an army of several hundred men came over the horizon and descended towards the lower tip of the island. Upon reaching Manhattan's shores, British demanded the small port city of but 9,000 inhabitants to surrender. Stuyvesant, the larger-than-life authority in New Amsterdam, prepared for defense, but with little support, as most citizens, along with the prominent members of society, urged the surrender. English ships took the city without firing a shot. Within a year, those same Puritan families Stuyvesant denied 30 years prior were given grants to establish a settlement which would become the Greater New Jersey, on land that will eventually become Union County. However, that wasn't the last they saw of the Dutch. In 1673, during the Third Anglo-Dutch War, the Netherlands would retake Manhattan with 600 men, within weeks acquiring the upstart Elizabethtown Tract. They would hold the area for less than a year, the British regaining New York and New Jersey again without a shot, as provided by the Treaty of Westminster in 1674. The Netherlands chose to retain Suriname in South America, which they thought would become more profitable. And they were wrong. 1664. At Elizabethport, 356 years ago, the first settlers arrived. There were approximately 60 families in the first group, migrating from Long Island and Connecticut. All Union County was a vast wilderness, a primeval kingdom of nature. They found the river the only practical way to penetrate the forest. Thus, the pioneers explored the interior of this section. This aerial view of Elizabeth in 1664 shows the first English colony in Union County and New Jersey. The site was the old Indian village at the mouth of the Elizabeth River. Their first problems were food and refuge, so they constructed simple shelters similar to the Indian hutch and planted grain. The annoying mosquitoes and undesirable lowlands forced the settlement upstream.